Do you like Aladdin? Have you seen the cartoon version? Well, we've got some news for you about the live-action movie that's coming out. If you're excited for this Aladdin movie or want to know some other related news, keep watching because you know we have the latest stuff for you. Let's dive right into it. Let's start with Prince Anders. There's been a lot of talk about the sequel to the 2019 live-action Aladdin. It's no surprise because it went down really well and fans loved the movie. However, not many people are talking about Billy Magnussen's Prince Anders and the spin-off movie that we could get from him. Anders was only a minor character in the movie, but he was definitely memorable since he was a potential suitor for Princess Jasmine. I mean, do you remember him from the movie? It was pretty funny. Well, this spin-off was in discussion soon after Aladdin released, and it's been nearly 3 years. But we have an update. I wonder why they decided to make this remake. Is it because they saw how much fans liked him? Maybe. Anyways, the original plans for the 2019 remake was that Magnussen was originally casted to play Prince Achmed, a character who was in the original animated movie. However, this changed to the prince from Skanland, a fictional kingdom, obviously. Well, he was on the screen for a short time, but he did more than enough because he got people talking behind the scenes about having his own movie. Magnussen came forward and said that apparently the spin-off is in development. They are currently doing rewrites, but it is still moving forward, and that is pretty promising if you ask me. He said that he's really excited because he loved making that character up, so now he's able to create a whole world and story with him has been a real treat. I bet it had. Also, he said that he's excited to show a prince that isn't so charming. And you know what? So am I. I think it'll be real good to see a prince that is different from all the others. Who wants to keep seeing the same kind of prince over and over again? Are you excited about the spin-off? Will you be watching it? Up next, everything is behind schedule. Like many other things in this world, the sequel and the spin-off have both been pushed back because of the pandemic. They were originally announced in 2019 before the world basically stopped in its tracks. However, there hasn't been a whole lot of updates when it comes to these two movies. But since the movie industry is finally getting back on track, we can hope for an update soon. Also, we need to remember that the Aladdin movies are the smaller projects that Disney has to offer. This year, we're supposed to have Pinocchio on Disney Plus, and there are other big names like Snow White, Little Mermaid, and Bambi all coming out. You know what that means, right? We are not short of any nostalgic movies for the next few years. Which one of these movies are you excited to see? Do you think Aladdin movies will be out within the next few years? And now, goodbye Will Smith. Whoops, speaking of Aladdin, we have some speculations that have just been released. We all know what happened this year at the Oscars. You know, the slap. Well, that slap might have cost Will Smith his role in Aladdin. He became the center of some serious backlash after he slapped Chris Rock. After this incident, though, Netflix dropped an ongoing project with Smith, but they did say it wasn't related to the Oscars. I don't fully believe that, but I'm not going to say anything about it. Anyways, it has been reported that Dwayne Johnson is in talks with Disney to become the genie for Aladdin 2. We don't know if this is for a new character or if he's going to be replacing Genie completely. Back in 2019, Will Smith played the genie and he got a lot of praise from fans and critics. However, he might just have to say goodbye to that role because Disney is always very quick to start dropping people from their roster. Do you think it's okay that Will Smith is being dropped by all of these big names? Do you think The Rock would make a good genie? Also, keep watching because we have even more news when it comes to Disney. Next, we have Disney and China. I know, you didn't think Disney and China would be in the same title, but they are. Well, Doctor Strange has hit the world except for China. Disney CEO Bob Chapek said that the situation is fluid but complicated because of business and the political side of everything. However, the Doctor Strange movie did manage to pass the 500 million mark last week, so it's doing pretty well even without China. The last Disney movie that was released in China was Endgame back in 2019. However, the CEO did also say that they will continue to send their movies over to be released, but whether it happens isn't up to them. Also, he wanted to point out that Doctor Strange did very well even though it wasn't shown in China. That means they're feeling confident and they think that their success won't really be affected because things are still being watched even without China. I mean, he's not wrong. People love going to watch Disney movies, so I don't think it'll make that big of a difference. However, we don't know when China will release another Disney movie. They say it's because of new vetting submissions policy that was put in place back in 2018. It's being heavily controlled by the Communist Party. However, they never reject films right away. They really just take the films, let them linger, and never give them a release date. There are many movies that haven't been released in China, but the real question is, will they ever be? Do you think that's the end of Hollywood making any kind of a move in China? Do you think that will stop Chinese movies making their way overseas? Finally, CEO Bob Chapek might be leaving. It's weird to say this after we just spoke about him, but there's rumors going around about Disney CEO Bob Chapek leaving. Well, the rumors actually say that he's being fired, but we can't confirm that information. This is because Chapek continues to make a lot of mistakes and disappoints many fans. This has led people to believe that he's going to be removed from his position. There are some leaks in Disney as well. We love a good talker. They've been saying that a lot of the higher-ups at Disney aren't happy with Chapek and they think he's damaged goods. Also, they don't think that he has the capability to save himself any longer. We all know that it's the board's responsibility to hire and fire the CEO. Someone has come forward and said that the Chapek's firing has either been fully decided or it's in the process. However, they have also been waiting for May 11th because they can see the numbers from the second quarter. The board members are waiting to see the numbers before their final decision, but they also can't openly say that because they would get in big trouble for that. Right now, Chapek has been under fire with the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida. He ended up not supporting it in the end, but still managed to get signed into law by the governor. Also, a lot of the cast members have concerns about Disney moving a lot of its stuff to Central Florida. The problem is there are too many investors in Florida, so bringing in one of the biggest owners in the country to Central Florida might bring some backlash. Then you have the former CEO Bob Iger. What is with all the Bobs? Are they made to be successful or something? Maybe I should change my name to Bob. Anyways, Iger shared his dislike for the Don't Say Gay bill well before Disney did, and then he sat down with the leadership of NBC Universal. He said that he thinks the company he built is being poorly managed. Ouch, those are some heavy words. There may have been some rumors circulating that Iger might come back as CEO, but he quickly brushed that away and said those rumors are ridiculous. Other people have been saying that Mark Parker, who is a board member and a Nike executive chairman, might become the new CEO, but someone else said that wouldn't happen. Then there are rumors about Peter Rice, Jimmy Pitaro, and Catherine Powell. However, people keep coming forward and saying that it's not going to happen either. However, all of these names could easily take over the role because they are all executives. They understand what it's like to be in the industry, and they're all a little hungry for success. Maybe they could work with China to get the movies playing again? I don't know, but there are too many rumors, so we're just gonna have to keep you updated. Do you think that Chapek is going to lose his job? Who do you think will get it instead? Well, that's all we have for you today. Are you excited about the new Aladdin movie? Have you said Will Smith might not be in the next one? What about all these problems with China? Let us know down below.